March and April were some of the most hectic months in the Lay Spirit household, and part of that was from how busy we were with my second business, Spooky Stickers. Not only did we run a huge sale in March, we were overwhelmed with cutting thousands of stickers for people to trade at Final Fantasy FanFest.
Hand for comparison.
So grab a cozy drink, maybe a sketchbook or something, and work with me while I recount one of the busiest times of my life.
Hi. For some reason, I have caught the worst curse of all time, and it has been ongoing for the last month. And I started to edit this vlog and realized that the initial 10 clips that I shot just didn't show up on the SD card. So I think my SD card is failing. But anyways, welcome to a realistic, not realistic, 2 weeks in the life of a sticker manufacturing business where I am working with my second business, Spooky Stickers, to cut literally thousands of stickers for people to trade at Final Fantasy FanFest. I also opened this vlog with me unboxing some product that was supposed to be here for SakuraCon, and the first 4 clips of it were also deleted, so that's what I'm about to do right now. I've been meaning to get more into stationery for the last couple of years, and I didn't do hardly any restocking of anything besides stickers last year just because of the tariffs. And as soon as the tariffs were announced, I placed this order. So these are all sticker book restocks. Oh, looks like they sent me more than 10, which is nice. There's some restocks of washi tape, some new washi tapes, and a brand new notepad, so let's just get into it. Okay, we've got Creature Journal. Oh yeah, my sleeves! Spells. And I updated these with my new logo. Very popular and in high demand. Oh, and sport. Let me see if I can find the restocks. Okay, I'm restocking some of these washi tapes, the Baby Bella Garden. I feel like they were starting to get a little more popular towards the end, and I didn't plan to restock these, but because I'm going hard on my OCs, I wanted to bring that one back. I brought the Cat Coffee washi tape back. I've been out of this for a while. Now onto the new stuff. This was a lanyard design I had done a couple years ago, and I always meant for it to be a washi tape, so now I have poppies. And because I have the Nightcrawler, I wanted to do Mothman. So it's a cute little Mothman. This looks, I'm gonna have to open this up because it looks a little more mustard colored than I intended it to be. It's supposed to be like a pastel yellow. And then I'm really excited about this one, a little cute flower garden. And then my last new product, I've been thinking about this for literally years, and I had let Ryan talk me out of it, but I still keep seeing people use a method similar to this. So I was like, I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. These are notepads. I think I made these 5 by 9. So they're pretty decent size. There's 50 sheets, and they're meant to go around an artist alley and help you figure out what you want to buy from each booth before you commit and just spend a bunch of money. I see people walk around with notepads and they do something similar to this, but this gives you a space to write the booth name, the booth number, whether or not they have an online shop in case you want to come back to this item. You can write down what the item is and what it costs. If you really wanted to, you could do this for an entire convention and set a budget, but the budget I feel like is like a haha if you really want to. So on each sheet there's 3 different sections, and again there's 50 sheets here, so pretty excited about these. I think they're gonna do well, and I want to get a little pen to include with them, or hand them out with a new pen. I don't know, I'll figure that out. Lastly, I have been without my cute sleeves. I'll put up a picture. I have been without them since last September. These came out super dark. They look brighter on here, but these are the sleeves I give out at conventions when I put my stickers and my small stuff in. I don't know. It's not as cute as I thought, which I'm a little bit bummed about, but I don't know. I missed having these because people really liked them, but I'm a little bit bummed with how dark this came out. I'm actually super annoyed by this, but at least I have them. And hopefully by the time you guys see this video, I will have already announced and had the spring shop update. Technically, according to my calendar, it was supposed to have been up a week ago from when I'm recording this, which is April 10th. But I was at SakuraCon and I wasn't expecting that. And obviously if you have kept up with the rest of my videos, I had a whole bunch of crap to deal with in my personal life. Anyway, back to sticker hell, because the stack you can't see it, has grown. Even though my brother and I have been cutting them throughout the week, it has grown physically. It doesn't feel like it's as overbearing as it was having 60 orders, but there's still a lot to cut, so back to it. On which one? The top? Oh, I thought you said that one needs to be restarted. It's okay, Ollie. Hi, sweet babies. You scared of the squeaks? Oh, goodness. I know. It's okay. Hello briefly from the future. I know this is all about spooky stickers in this vlog, mostly with the exception of the unboxing that we did earlier. But I wanted to pop in here because one thing that I have experienced since the events of this vlog have happened is that I don't think my newsletters have been reaching my subscribers. And I was so pleased with the feedback and reception that I got from this vlog when I switched Lace Spirit Designs over to OmniSend. So I am going to set up spooky stickers with OmniSend as well, which is perfect because they are the kind sponsors of this week's video. So I already went ahead and did everything that you're about to see. So I kind of just wanted to walk you through the process of signing up with OmniSend. And again, I already have an account, so I was able to kind of breeze through this. And I didn't show that last time. Very little information is needed to get started, and it's super intuitive. So everything that they already have baked in, especially if you already have like a shop and stuff that you want to link to, all you have to do is input your information and automatically you're dropped into this section with your goals on what to do with your account. So it wants me to connect to my WooCommerce account, which I'm gonna do soon because the very first thing I want to do is get my contacts situated. And this is another really incredibly intuitive thing that they do. So I've done this in the past where I have done the add contacts button and I've imported it with a file, but this time I'm going to import it with MailChimp, which is who I was using previously. And this is straightforward. You just connect it, and then there's a couple of things you have to do on MailChimp site or whoever you happen to be using. And then it's gonna start the connection process. So here we go, it's already started this process and getting back over to my dashboard, and they have already started to sync. So you can actually watch this in real time, like if you're watching the numbers, they do slowly start to go up, which is super fun. And especially if you wanna like kind of hurry things along, there's a little refresh button up here that you can click just to see, and even more are populating. So everybody's in there. So back to the goals page, this is where we connect to your storefront. This might look different depending on what your storefront looks like. I'm using WooCommerce. So, and I already did this before, so it was pretty straightforward for me. But for WooCommerce people, you find the OmniSend plugin in the plugin section. I didn't remember which one I used, and I think I needed them both for something else, so I just went ahead and installed both of them. And then it's gonna populate over on the side, and then you just connect the account and you log in if you're not already, and you approve, and it imports everything from your website. So this is importing my logo, my colors, and any of my social media links. This is pretty basic, and I'll probably go in and change some of this, and I don't need the Facebook. I am locked out of Facebook. But I will add the website because I do typically like to link people back into the website. But this is just a starting point, and I'll show you what I mean by that in just a moment when we get to the next part. Having all of these different options of different social links is great, especially if you do more than just a website and Instagram. And usually I would go and explore my own, but let's see what the recommendations are. So just go through these steps. There's so many different focuses. I want to focus on all of these, but we're gonna work on drive repeat purchases because I do have a lot of repeat customers for my stickers. Okay, so we have a launch sign up form. Welcome new subscribers. Keep customers engaged. Add smart product suggestions. Okay, so I actually want to set up a welcome email because that's something that I've never had with spooky stickers before. And that just feels silly because I want people to join the newsletter, and why not entice them with an automatic coupon rather than just waiting for them to get the coupon that I send monthly. So I'm gonna go up to automation and let's explore the templates. And the welcome email is right there, so we're gonna go ahead and do that. So there's tons of options over here that you can really get into the nitty gritty if you wanted to, but I'm still pretty new to email marketing in more than just a basic sense. So I'm gonna keep everything as it is for right now. So we're gonna go into this, edit the email. So I could edit the subject line and the header and all that. I'm gonna leave those, but I do wanna go down to the bottom here and edit the content of the email. And of course, you want to save your work before you do anything. So this is what based on the imported assets looks like. And I'm just going to go and adjust this so that it looks a little more like what I want it to look like. So it's imported some of my colors. That blue is actually a little too bright for me, so I'm going to use the color picker to kind of adjust it. But you can change the shop buttons, sizes, and shapes. I'm customizing the text. And I wanted to duplicate the text box so that I could add on another little line of text here, just to explain a little more. And of course we have to center it, because what are we, animals? And the footer is usually set up just, I think, in an OmniSend template. So I'm gonna go back in and add in Instagram and my website, and even these icons you can adjust, so you can change the design if you wanted to, or you can do custom colors. I like to use my bright orange color, and then I'm gonna go in and change the background colors of the rest of the footer so that it matches the header, because I liked that blue that I picked. But now I have to change the hyperlink text so that it doesn't get lost, and I'm gonna pick my orange again. And that is my welcome email that if you haven't already joined my newsletters, you will get 15% off immediately on your next order of stickers. So now that that's saved, we're gonna go in and we're gonna start the workflow. And it's in, it's done, it's live. And all I have to do is wait for people to see it on the website and join and get their emails. This is now my second account using OmniSend for my email marketing. And even though I've just signed up and started it with spooky stickers, I'm very excited to see and report back on how it's going to work out for me. Because OmniSend customers typically spend $1 and see anywhere between $68 to $79 in revenue. And I can easily say that I felt that when I sent out my initial Lace Spirit Designs newsletter last time. So if you are interested in trying OmniSend for your own email marketing, you can click the link down in the description below, or you can check out the QR code here. And thank you so much to OmniSend for sponsoring today's video. Now let's get back to Sticker Mania. Good morning. So I don't know where I left off in this vlog. The weekend has passed and I spent most of it trying to get some rest because I'm still super indebted in my sleep schedule. But I did do some of the orders that I have because I'm so backlogged. I picked up another batch from the printer yesterday and I printed off some of the glossy papers that I had. And this is what the stack looks like. Hand for comparison, this is the most amount of stickers I've ever had at one time, and this isn't even everything. There's still a couple of fat orders that I need to have printed, and I literally have to get all of this done pretty much by the end of the week so that things will arrive in time for people to have them at FanFest. And my brother is out of town this whole week for a wedding, so I'm calling in my mother to have her help me, because even though I could handle this by myself, there are other things that I have to do, like YouTube videos. I haven't posted in a month, and hopefully by the time you guys see this, it won't be super long after the fact, but I am like a month behind in my YouTube videos. I'm like actively working on like 4 or 5 videos right now. So one thing that I've done that I keep saying that I wasn't gonna do, but I did it because my brother was saying that he thinks the original silhouette cutter that I use is dying. And Ryan was able to find another Cameo 3 on Marketplace for me. So there's a third one up here. It came without a power cable. So I ordered it a power cable. I've tested it and it works. It just needs a firmware update, and I need to figure out how to do that because I haven't had to do a firmware update on anything in a while. I have to like move some shelves around to make room for it. I might actually, for now, just put it on top of the printer just to get it going. But I kept saying that I didn't want to invest in more machinery, even though it makes sense, because I want to invest in an actual big print and cut, and I really hope that I can have that by the end of this year because I would love to increase my production without killing myself like I'm actively doing. So I think the only surmisable way that I can get through all of this without dying is by utilizing all 3 machines at once because it's going to increase my production, obviously. I don't know why I waited this long, and I really hope that it goes as quickly as I hope it will, because most of those orders, even though they're like hundreds of stickers per order, are on my glossy or matte regular paper. So they cut quickly, but there are a good amount of them that are laminated vinyl, and those take forever to cut. The laminated vinyl ones are really intense, but I'm going to shut up now and get this bad boy number 3 hooked up so that we can start cutting. What was that? Okay. Let's see. Wahoo! One thing I'm super annoyed about is the little lights that I have next to the registration marks. I got them a couple of years ago, and they don't exist in the form that they are in anymore. And so I had to get a new one, and they're technically book reading lights, and this was the closest I could get. It's so little. I guess this will do, and at least it's charged. Clarice. I think I had mentioned yesterday that the stack had grown, and I obviously cut a bunch of orders yesterday, but now this is everything, and a lot of these are laminated vinyl. So you still, like, the size of this in real life is not captured on film. These ones I have set aside because they're not priority orders. Ooh. And I don't want to undo this whole massive stack to get to them. Good morning. So it is Saturday. This is the last weekend before FanFest starts. So I still have a little bit of stickers. And I didn't get much footage of me and my mom cutting stickers all week, mostly because she didn't really want to be in the vlog, but I also had to document that we were cutting stickers. So I did film a little bit of us cutting yesterday, but she was with me pretty much all week, every day, except for Monday. I don't think I cut stickers Monday. I don't remember why or what I was doing. It's a little bright. So anyway, the stack has gotten very short, as I showed in the clip yesterday. I actively have some stuff running on the cutters right now. And there's a stack of stickers for FanFest that have to be laminated. And I stressed out a little bit over these because laminated vinyl takes the longest, and they were huge. They were huge orders. So I popped on something that I probably should have popped on a long time ago, and that is a tabletop cold laminator. And this is one that I saw Interesting, I think that's how you pronounce their business name. I'll put their ad up on the screen. They were posting about this on Instagram a couple months ago, and I commented on it asking if they had any issues with bubbles, and they said no. Lots of people have liked that comment since then, and they had a much smaller one. This is the smallest one that was available. And this is, I think, like 25 inches. It's twice the size that I need because I can't double laminate at the same time because I have to hold. Well, I'll show you when I do it. I've already kind of tested it out to see if it's going to work. And it does leave a little tiny bit of like micro bubbles that I have to still squeegee out before I run it through the hot laminator, because I insist on that being a step, even though it's not entirely necessary. It just makes the lamination look so much better on the stickers. So I think for the sake of saving my wrists and my arms, I am going to use this for the initial laminating of these stickers and then squeegee out before I put them through the hot thing, because it's just going to be better in the long run for my physical health. So I have to go change some stickers, but let's get into this bad boy. Eek! There have been more instances of flaws, unfortunately, but maybe push them out a little bit. So just so you know, and hopefully you can tell, there's bubbles in there. So when I press it with my squeegee, you can see side by side that the bubbles go away. This is the one that I pressed. And with the bubbles, if I don't squeegee them out, it's really hard to tell on this one because it's so light. You actually might not even be able to tell, but there are still some micro bubbles, and it's not as smooth as if I were to hand press everything. I mean, this one got flawed because this was my very first test. It's still a solution because it's saving my wrist to do the bulk of it, but I will still have to go through and squeegee each one. This is one that I ran through this thing and hand pressed and then ran it through the hot laminator, so it's pretty flawless, and you can tell on her dress, on the dark of her dress. So still better than what I'm operating with, but not perfect. Hello. It is Sunday. One of my machines is making a very strange squeaking noise, but I am going to choose to ignore it because it's been actually cutting fine. I am actively working on that laminated order that you guys saw me pressing yesterday. And after pressing that whole order and then one of the other ones, I decided that I'm not going to keep that laminating machine because it causes the tiny bubbles, which then we have to use the squeegee to press them out, and it's a little slower to like get everything lined up and run through correctly. So it's really just an extra step that takes more time. And sure, it saved me like my wrist and arm strength of like actually pressing, but to have to go back and press everything really hard anyways, it was just $100 basically to do more work. So we boxed that back up and we're gonna return it. I'm a little bummed that it didn't work out, but I hope that someday I will actually have a proper big machine that takes my hands off of it completely and just automatically does it. So I'm cutting that order and I'm laminating some other stickers that are not for FanFest. These are actually, I have 3 orders left for FanFest. They're all pretty big. And this one that I'm doing now is especially big because it's laminated vinyl with a peel edge, so it's a double cut, and it just takes so long, and it's 45 sheets. It was a huge order. I think it was like 400 stickers. So I'll probably be working on that one into tomorrow and not finishing it up today, only because my friend Nicole in P Infinite Art is coming over and we're forcing a hangout because I need a break. I have not had a break since February, sometime like mid-February, but that even doesn't feel right because I was crunching for the website, which is like 90% done. Like we got most of it done for the virtual convention, but it's like I have just been absolutely grinding nonstop for like 2 months, and I am really feeling it today. I look haggard. I'm so tired, but I was painting our bathroom yesterday and my whole body hurts from it. But the show must go on. I want to get all of the shipped FanFest stickers in the mail tomorrow, which is Monday, because they have to have time to get down to LA. All these orders are going to LA, luckily, so it's not like they're trying to catch them across the country before they leave for this show. I had everybody either already have it shipped to their hotel or their accommodations, or change it to be shipped to their hotel or accommodation so that they would make it in time. I'm still getting stuff done. Like I've gotten basically 2.5 orders done today, and they're all gonna ship out tomorrow. Everything's laminated. I need a break. I need to do something that is not stickers or housework or con prep, because I will have, after today, I'm rambling, but I don't care. After today, I will have 3 full days to get any kind of prep work for me done for Level Up. I haven't even unpacked from SakuraCon. I haven't done any of my inventory. Probably my priority Monday is going to be doing a test booth for Level Up and getting as many stickers as I can drawn and sent to print so that I have my own new stickers to have for this convention. So thanks for being along for the journey so far. I'm not going to end the vlog here yet. I want to see through all of these stickers. Okay, so the last clip you saw was from like mid-April. I don't remember exactly. It was when I was about to send off the very last packages of all of the FanFest orders. And I thought I was gonna sit down immediately after that and like talk, but it's July. So yeah, I finally sat down and counted all of the data that I have from the FanFest orders, and I don't really know what I was expecting, but it wasn't this. So I wanted to share how many sticker orders I got that were related to FanFest and how many individual stickers I cut during this whole period. The FanFest orders started rolling in January, and I had to go through and figure out of the orders every month, like which ones were FanFest orders. March was the heaviest FanFest order month, followed by April, but there was a hard deadline in April when I had to cut people off from ordering more because I had to have enough time to get things printed, cut, and shipped off to them, and then do my own things. There was a coupon that Chi set up for me to use on the website that was sent out, I think, to some FanFest and Final Fantasy related forums that people could like look through and pick which manufacturers they wanted to use for the sticker trade. So I got a lot of exposure that way, and the coupon was used 55 times. That I knew wasn't completely accurate because when like some of my friends were ordering stickers, I was letting them use that coupon too. So I knew that number was not accurate. I went through and figured out which orders were all FanFest related from January to April. The total number of orders I had was 90, which I'm still not sure was actually accurate because I feel like I did maybe a couple like off website stuff. And then I counted up, this number that I'm about to tell you is literally just the number of stickers ordered, with the exception of a couple that I had to reprint. I did add those in, but this does not count, like when I print stickers, I usually have extras. So this is not counting the extras, so it's way beyond this. For all of the FanFest stickers that I did, which the bulk of these were in March and April, I cut 14,921 stickers, which easily is 15,000 stickers, probably more than 15,000 stickers when you add in like all of the extras that were cut per page. So absolutely insane time of my life. I have not been even remotely that busy since then because in April I changed our newsletter marketing platform, and then I don't think people have been getting my newsletters, and I've seen a huge dip in revenue for spooky stickers during the quietest moment of my life currently while I don't have any conventions for 2 months. So if you guys are seeing this, for one, thank you for checking out the video, but definitely consider subscribing to the Spooky Stickers newsletter. I know for a fact it's going to be going out now because I had tons of reports in the last couple of months that the coupon newsletters that I send out monthly to my subscribers were going to spam emails and spam inboxes. Please be sure to check if you are a subscriber or were a subscriber. Double check that you are subscribed. Try to like type in on the subscription form that pops up on the website now. So double check that, and I should be sending out another newsletter with a coupon probably sooner than later, but the 15th for sure. I always send out on the 15th. Thank you to every single person who ordered with me for FanFest. Thank you to everybody who recommended me for FanFest stickers. I am so eager to do this again next year and be more prepared because this is the first year we've done this. But I want to be way more prepared and have even more. I didn't even personally advertise any of this myself. This was all just from Chi and where they had plugged in wherever they could in different forums that I did this service. Definitely want to do this again next year. It was so wild and crazy. Even my mom has told me since that she actually found helping me with stickers very therapeutic, which thank God somebody does because it can be really intense. But yeah, so, and of course, if you guys are in need of any sticker making, please check out spookystickers.site. I'm happy to make your stickers, and you know that the quality is going to be controlled by another artist. So I'm gonna sign off here, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. And that's why